back to my channel. If you have been here before, if you have not been here before, my name is Jasmine, and I talk about a lot of different things. I talk about family dynamics. I talk about the culture, just life, family. I talk about it all. But today we're going to be talking about single parent households, also the failure of a lot of men when it comes to that. Also, we're going to use me as an example, and why not to build a man, or think that you're helping to build a man and a family. I am pro-family, but at the same time, I live in reality. And I know that I'm just one person in this entire world that has an experience. But when you see that a lot of women are going through the same thing and they're saying that a problem is universal, it's worth taking a look at. It's worth.
Hey, cousins. Shout out to the cousin who sent me this video. It is entitled, I Helped My Husband Build Just to Be Discarded and Made a Single Mom. So I'm doing a reaction to this. One of the cousins she emailed me like 3 times today. I'm like, cuz, I'm at work. She's like, when you go do the video? I'm like, girl, I'm tired. But I said, you know what? It's only 14 minutes. I can run through this, speed it up, and get it done. I have not listened to the entire video, but this is a perfect example of what I mean about not building with a man. Don't ever, ever, ever build with a man. Before you get married, ladies, you must make sure he is accomplished, he is successful, he is mature, he is established. He is able to provide for you and the children you will have and protect you. If you have to help him to pay rent, don't do it. Okay? So shout out to the cousin who sent this to me. If you're new here, my name is Janice. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Comment for me. Let me know what you think. I will leave this young lady a donation. Little baby. That's a new baby just born. He left. Girl. Okay, let's see here. And FYI, I do go hard. Okay, I go hard. So if you're new here and you don't want to hear hard, you need to click off because I go hard. Okay.
Stepping back and saying that this is a problem. I used to think that it was just a generational curse or a curse on the Black community because I am Black, and I know that it is a major problem. It's a major issue. But now I'm starting to see that it's not just us. It's going on in all races. It's going on in all different backgrounds, ages. It's being exposed. I'm still pro-family, and I always will be, but I look at it through a different lens now. It's not a fairy tale. It's not something that should be taken lightly. Me, just to give you a little background, I got married when I was young. Okay, I'm still young. I'm in my 30s, my late 30s, but I've been married for 15 years. And I feel like I didn't have anybody to tell me or to.
Okay, so she's in her 30s. She didn't say her age. So she's married for 15 years. So let's say she got married at 20, 21. That's 31. And too young.
Warn me. I had people there, but they didn't. So I am making these videos to help the younger generation. I'm doing part, and it's not to deter you from family. It's not to deter you from.
Here's my question: if they did warn you, would you have listened? Because you were in love, right? If those ladies had warned you, would you have listened? Probably not, because you were in love and you probably thought you knew better and you knew what's best for you, even when somebody's trying to tell you. Which I am going hard on YouTube to help young women realize and bring this video to the front so that ladies pay attention. It's not just because Sister Janice is saying this. There are other women who this is happening to, so listen.
Marriage, but it's to warn you and let you know that there are things that you should definitely be on the lookout for, because if not, you can find yourself being trapped in a situation that is not good. It's not good at all. And you guys will have to excuse my baby. He's going to be making noises, grunting, doing the whole 9 because I'm trying to record a video. And that's how it works when you have children. Just a little bit of background about me. If you didn't know, like I said, I've been married for a while now. It's been over a decade. I got married in my early 20s. We went through our entire 20s together. And we started having children together in 2021 because we had some fertility issues, which is a whole nother topic. And it just kind of sorted itself out with some lifestyle changes that he made. We now have 3. This is our youngest one. He's 4 weeks old. I want to just talk to the women out there about building a man and the things that you should look for whenever you are trying to find a spouse that I didn't know. I went off of potential. I went off of what I thought that person could be. I went off of words. And
cousins, we've talked about Mr. Potential in 23 types of guys you might meet. Never marry a man's potential. What is potential? He's telling you what he's going to do and what he's going to be, but you don't have any fruit of it. A man in law school is not potential. A man in medical school is not potential. A man who doesn't have his GED and wants to go to medical school is potential. A man who can't keep a job, can't get a job, potential. Okay? So read about Mr. Potential in the book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. Okay?
Not action so much. When you're looking for a man, when you want to have a spouse, you need to get with a man that has ambition on his own, whether you're there or not. He is ambitious. He knows how to keep a job. He stays on his job for years.
Yes.
He's not quitting a job before he has another one lined up, because that shows instability.
Right.
If he's quitting before he has another job lined up, that is a major red flag. He's not ready to have a family. When a man ask you to build with him.
When I say,
listen, this is one that you need.
I've said there is a
To
difference.
tread very lightly, because I was years into my
There's a difference between a job
marriage when my husband presented this to me.
and a career. At 19, you have a job. At 21, you might still have a job because you're in college. But when you're talking about getting married to have a wife that you for and beautiful little babies that you need to feed, you need to be established in your career. Do y'all understand, ladies? There's a difference between a job and a career. A job is, I'm working at McDonald's because I need some extra money. A career is, a teacher who went to school, got the teaching degree, got whatever they need to do, and they are being a teacher. That's his career. A substitute teacher is not a career. That's a job. Okay? So know the difference.
And I thought, what a great idea. Turned out to be a total nightmare.
Okay, let me go back a little bit.
Shows instability. If he's quitting before he has another job lined up, that is a major red flag. He's not ready to have a family. When a man asks you to build with him, listen, this is one that you need to tread very lightly, because I was years into my marriage when my husband presented this to me. And I thought,
she didn't read 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet because I spoke about Mr. Build a Male. Mr. Build a Male. Build a male. Cousins, get the book and send it to her.
what a great idea.
Oh, God.
Turned out to be a total nightmare. It was good in the beginning, but it slowly went bad. It went downhill very, very fast. Especially when we started having kids. That's when things just went south, because we started a business at the same time. Let me just take you guys through there just very briefly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about my situation, but it's very relevant to the why I look at things through a different lens when it comes to family. He's a blue collar man, so he was using his hands. He was working for another company, a business. And I was saying to him, I'm like, why don't you do this on your own? Why don't we just start a business? I knew that he had dreams of being an entrepreneur, and that was something that he really wanted to do. He wanted to go about it a different way through contracts, but I saw a vision that was beyond that. I knew that the two of us together, we were unstoppable.
Okay, vision. She said, I see a vision. So she had a vision for him that he didn't have for himself. Ladies, do not marry a visionless man. In the book 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. Do not marry a visionless man. She had a vision for him that he didn't have for himself. He was looking at manna in the wilderness, and she was looking at the promised land. It not gonna work. Okay.
We could have so much more than that. And when he didn't believe in himself, because he told me, he's like, no, I don't think that's gonna work. It's gonna take too long. He didn't believe in himself. People around him didn't believe. I believed in him. I said, no, let's do it. Let's try it. And we did. It was like that. I went and started advertising. I started doing all of these different things. All of the back end stuff I handled. He did the actual labor. And it was good. Like, it just took off. It was amazing, actually. What ended up happening was I got pregnant again. So our second child is when things drastically changed. We were already doing well in the business. And I thought everything was good. And I got pregnant with our second child. I started noticing things. He was making decisions, major without me.
Jesus.
He was going into the back end of things and not taking into consideration the things that I was saying.
Uh-huh.
I don't even have enough time to get all the way into it, but long story short, he started moving in a different direction without including.
Okay, so another thing, ladies, is when you're dating, pay attention. Does he listen to you? Does he ask your counsel? Does he seek your opinion? Does he say, what do you think about this? So if he's the type of man who's like, I don't want to hear nothing from you as a woman, you can't tell me nothing, I'm the head, then you already know you can't, that's not a man for you to marry. No, you can't marry him, because he's going to start doing stuff that's going to affect the family without talking to you about it. And it's not going to work out. Okay.
Me. And it kind of like went to his head. He started like, oh, I'm the big shot, basically.
Right.
And you're down here, I'm up here. Stay in your place, is what he was giving off. That went on for a long time. Whoa. There was one particular decision that was made that cost us a lot.
Because he had arrived. He was doing that because he had arrived and he didn't need your help anymore. That's why you don't marry a man who has not gotten to his destination, who's on a journey. You marry a man who has arrived. He's established in his career. So because you helped him and he has now arrived and the business is flourishing, he don't need your advice anymore. He don't need to listen to you anymore. He don't need to hear from you. He don't need your counsel anymore because he had arrived.
But the problem was that I tried to warn him before he did it. I was so adamant about not doing it. And guess what? He did it anyway. There is nothing worse when you have enough foresight to see that something is going to happen and it's not going to be good. And you try to warn the person that you love that they shouldn't do it. Jesus. But they do it despite your warnings, despite what you're saying. So it breaks the trust between you two. It just went nosedive from there. What? It was like a domino effect. It took a toll on our marriage. Yeah. It ruined our business relationship. That was the beginning of ruining our business relationship, because there was so much stuff that happened after that as well. But when you are working with your spouse, you're married and you're doing business together. So you never get a break. That also took a toll on our marriage. Before you know it,
and I don't believe in working with your spouse. You're with your spouse 24/7. You're working together. Then you need to get in the bed together. No, because if there's something resentful happen at work, you're going to hold that over into the marriage, and you don't want to do that. I am totally against working with your spouse. If you can avoid it, I know a lot of entrepreneurs, they work together. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you can avoid it, don't do it. I'm totally against it.
Pregnant again. Like I said, the kids would not stop coming in. If I was still with him, I definitely would be getting my tubes removed or tied. By the end, where things just were not going to get any better, and we both knew that it was over. I knew that it was over. He knew that it was over. He had a very bad attitude towards me. In the beginning, where it was us and we were doing this together, it had completely went to his head, and now it was him and what he built. Right. A lot of people like to talk about how in marriage it's what's his is yours and what's yours is his. Listen, when you go through a divorce, when people come into money that they didn't have before, never had in their entire life, you see a different side of people. You are going to see that person's true colors. And
that's right, because money maximized who this person was already. They said money changed people. No, it doesn't. It maximized who he was. Okay? That's why I'm all for not dating and marrying broke men. Marry a man who is successful. He has some money. He's, money is not new to him. Money is not strange to him. He got a couple of dollars. He's living a good life because you need to see how he handles money, because money maximizes, it expands, it blow up, it magnifies who the person is. Okay? That's why you don't marry a broke man, struggling man who's still trying to make it. You just don't do it, because when he gets some money, you're gonna see a different side of him. Now, that's not for everybody. That's for about 99.99999% of people, but it's for most people.
And yeah, that may be the case that, you know, you have these different things that the court may see as joint, but who wants to go through all of that? Who wants to go through a nasty divorce? It's not going to be handed to you. You have to go to court and fight for those things. If you've been a stay-at-home mom where he's the only one with access to the money, what are you going to do? You have to be able to afford an attorney, or you go in pro se and you have to do all of these things, navigate this on your own. So it's like there's so much to unpack. But with all of that being said, it has changed my entire view on marriage, relationships, family, and single parent households. I used to judge single women, you know, that not necessarily the ones that were married and had their kids in wedlock and it just didn't work out, but women who chose to just go into it, never been married, and just having children. When things happen to you, you start to see that, hey, maybe it's...
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because there is a difference. But there's a difference between a baby mama and a divorced woman. My dad always told me a man will marry a divorced mom of 5 kids over a woman that's never been married with 5 kids and multiple baby daddies. So there is a difference. There's a difference. Okay. Men view you differently.
It's not what I thought it was. I think that men have a big responsibility when it comes to family, and they are falling short. A lot of us women want family, and we want it beyond just because we're building something together in a legacy. This is in our nature. This is what we desire as women. We want our children to grow up with both parents.
But it behooves us. I understand the men to do this and men to be, but as women, we must choose better men. We must choose better men. And I don't know why people get upset at this choose better. Yeah, we should choose better. Like at 21, you should not be getting married. At 21, marrying at 21, if you're 21 and he's 21, he's really 14 mentally, and you're 21. So that's why at 21, you should not be getting married, because you're marrying a mentally 14-year-old boy who has not grown, who's not matured, who has not come into his manhood. And so when he arrived and he's all grown and mature, he's looking at you like, I don't even like you like that. So that's why we do not get married at 19 and 20 and 21. Make sure he's established. Make sure he's successful. Make sure he's mature. Make sure he's safe for the Christian woman. Make sure he's accomplished. Don't marry him while he's trying to climb the mountain. Marry him when he's on top of the mountain. Because then you'll see how he acts, know how he acts and behaving. It will show you how he's going to treat you.
For the most part, I feel like that was used against me, and it kept me trapped for so long because my heart desired something so bad. I endured a lot of things that I shouldn't have. I stayed for much longer than I should have because I was trying to hold on to something that was not going to happen. And I prolonged the situation to the point that it hurt me more than it helped me. Men have a responsibility and a duty. It's biblical to be kind and be good to their wives. You're supposed to treat your wife the way that Christ treated the church or looked at the church. And a lot of men are not godly enough to even do those things these days. A lot of people are not godly enough to carry out these, what it takes to manage, run, operate, and keep 2 individuals together and raise their children.
Exactly.
But I say all of that to say,
this is why we don't marry them. Right, ladies? This is why you don't marry the 21-year-old. Think about it. Can you really respect a 21-year-old young man? Can you really respect? Can you really submit to him? Can you really trust his decision? I was thinking about that. He's 21. Do you really respect him? If you really understand what it means to respect, do you really submit to his leadership? His decision making, that every decision he makes, it affects you. If you really think about this, is why, and remember, 19 and 21-year-olds in the 2000 is different from our great-great-grandfather in 1876. Those men, they were grown at 3 years old. But in this generation, a 21-year-old is a little boy. Because the decisions he make affects the home, the wife, the kids, and the family. This is why we don't marry them, right? This is why, ladies, you don't run them down. You allow them to be established, successful, accomplished. Because what a mature, successful, accomplished man shows you is that he knows how to be persistent. He knows how to be vigilant. He knows how to be faithful. Okay, a man that's been at a job for 20 years. When I met my husband, he was at his job for 20 years. That's a faithful man. That is a successful man. That is a man that is committed. He's not job hopping all over the place. But a 19-year-old, a 21-year-old, what has he done to prove to you that he can be committed? He doesn't have enough experience for you to see this man is committed and faithful and can withstand in those days. I hear that a lot of Gen Z people are firing Gen Zs because they're just not made like we were made. They come to work late. They don't come to work. They got to get their hair done. They want to leave early. They don't want to work. So that's why we don't marry them.
That is what I wanted. And I know that I went in with it with my heart. It didn't work out, no matter how hard I tried.
But it takes more than heart. It takes more than heart, ma'am. What's her name? Jasmine? It takes more than heart. Heart is not going to make a marriage work. Did you marry a man who was successful, saved, accomplished, mature, established in his own right? No. So no matter how hard you try, it's not going to work because you did not choose a husband who it could work with. So that's why we don't marry these men. No, that's why no matter how hard you try, it's not going to work. Because as women, we know we're mature, we're established, we're ready to get married. We want to be committed. Yes, I love him. I want to stay home and have his babies and all of this. But if you're 21, he's really 14 mentally. So by the time he catches up to you and he looks at you, he's like, I don't even like you like that. Because he was 14 mentally when y'all was, kitty love. But when he mature, he look at you like, girl, who are you? I don't even like you. So that's why we don't do it. And that's why no matter how hard you try to make it work, it's not going to work because you didn't marry somebody who it could work with.
I know that he put forth some effort too, but this is why I believe and I say that it's almost like a curse. No matter how much you want it, if it doesn't work out, you feel like a failure. That's one of the reasons why I am going to be.
Well, it is a failure. It is a failure, but it's a failure that you can teach other young women from as you are doing. All right. Because me personally, I don't know why women keep making these decisions, because so many women who have done this, and in the age of social media, why do y'all keep doing this? That it didn't work for this woman and that woman and that woman. So it's probably not going to work for me either. Okay. And this is why I encourage women to teach and to share and to tell their stories, because you might just change one young woman from marrying the wrong man.
Posting more. I'm going to be talking about these things on my channel. I'm going to be doing reaction videos as well. I'm going to continue to do that with women who have gone through similar experiences. I'm going to be reacting to their videos and giving my opinion. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments. If you have any questions or if you're going through something similar and you just want me to give my advice, make a video about it, I will. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Okay, so be sure to subscribe and thumbs up to her
all the
channel.
accounts, YouTube
donation if her account is, she has super chat or she has Cash App or something. So the cousin, I did the video. Okay. Let me know what you think. She did another video. I'll probably do another reaction on that one. She sent 2 videos. My cousin sent 2. I love it. Is it starting to make sense, ladies? When you marry the wrong man who is not ready to play his role and to be in the position of lordship and headship and head in your home, this is what's going to happen. Everything she mentioned, I wrote about in my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. If you do not have 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet, you can pick it up on Amazon. If you want to show me love and support on my channel, I ask you to buy one of my books on Amazon. If you already have the book, Give it to somebody. I am sure there's somebody you can give a book to. And go back on Amazon, leave a glowing 5-star review for me. You can also join my membership. Okay, I absolutely love you. I adore you. I'm about to go take my nap, girl. I'm tired. I'm tired. Love you. Talk to you later. Let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. All of my books are available on Amazon. Oh, watch the video I did this morning with Tiffany Montgomery talking about the wolf, Brian Meadows. Ooh, she preached a word. And yes, I'm going to do part 2 and part 3 of that video. So love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Talk to you later. Bye.